Okay, so WSCLondon 2017, probably the best weekend I've ever had.
The best
in my
weekend
life.
ever.
Like last year, I didn't think it could get any better than that.
No.
But then this year came along, and the experience, like just the atmosphere of being there, you can't explain it until you go to a con. Like, it's not something you can explain.
No.
Showing videos and like pictures doesn't do it justice, in my opinion. You have to actually go there to experience it. And man, it was just amazing. Like the guests there, the Walking Dead cast, they really are. I know a lot of people say it about their specific fandom, but the Walking Dead cast, they really are the best cast in the world. They take their time of each and every fan.
Yeah.
And you would think that Jeffrey D. Morgan, for example, because he's like the biggest with Norman and Andy, you would think that he'd be just like the stuff he does you wouldn't expect. For example, like the security there and the staff were like, no more hugs and handshakes, for example. When he was doing photo ops with the fans, they were saying no more hugs, handshakes, like make it fast. But this guy was still standing there, not listening. He was making sure that everyone got their pose that they wanted, that everyone got a hug if they wanted one. Everyone got, basically, if they asked for something, he made sure they got it, even though the staff and stuff were saying no.
Yeah, they were saying no handshakes, no hugs.
Exactly. Like
especially in the line I was in at like 7:30 at night. It was he stayed overtime because he arrived there late with something went wrong with the flights or something.
No, I think it was at a funeral. I heard he was at a funeral.
Well, whatever happened, he got there late, so he stayed later, and it was like 7:30. And my photo op was meant to be much earlier in the day than that. Ended up being at 7:30. He stayed late, but even then they were saying no handshakes and hugs because they wanted to get everyone out of the con. But he still just was hugging everyone, just doing any pose, even wearing stuff that
yeah, exactly. And you would think that because of his popularity, he would be. I mean, you wouldn't assume that he'd be stuck up or anything like that, but it's not something you would expect, right? You would think if he has the option to make it fast, he would do that, but he doesn't. Like, he genuinely loves every single one of his fans.
Yeah, basically, you knew it would be good, but you didn't know he would be that. Like
that
he was
genuine.
Just hugging everyone.
He's so genuine, yeah.
Yeah, so genuine, amazing guy.
But anyway, enough rambling. Yep. What we'll get on to now is just stuff that happened there. Now, I said I would vlog it, and little did I know that my phone is absolute shit. Like, I wasn't even using it, and just the train journey there, my phone drained 20% just by listening to music. And at that point, I didn't have a portable charger on me, so I knew that I'd be able to like record just a little bit, and then it would fucking shut down.
Well, basically, we're just shit at planning.
We don't plan anything.
The Saturday, all of our phones were nearly out of battery. I had mine on power saving. Luckily, my phone was working throughout the whole day, but it wasn't. My phone was on like 37% when I left the house, and it had to last the whole day. And luckily, it did because we got photos with some of the cast. And if that wasn't the case. I mean, if my battery would have gone, we wouldn't be able to get selfies with the cast, would we? So
yeah, exactly. So luckily, we had to preserve battery.
Yeah,
and
so I couldn't vlog as much.
We vlogged a little bit. Like, we took a few videos, but it wasn't anything throughout the whole day. But next year, for sure, we will definitely make sure we have a proper camera as well. It won't even be on my phone. So we got bits and pieces that we'll just put here right now so you can see it. Walker Stalker Con. Going as Jesus. But Reese, how hyped for you? How hyped are you for Walker Stalker? We're like late right now, to be honest, but... Wait, what's the time?
Oh, I don't even know, but it's... It was meant to leave earlier, but this fucking week wouldn't work. We wouldn't stay out.
Nah, look from behind, look how bad he's looked at Jesus. A lot, doesn't he? Yeah, but we're like sort of late right now, and... Fuck it.
It's actually funny. People think we're going to a war or something.
Yeah, walking around the street and like, no one's giving him any weird looks yet, but... If you watch The Walking Dead, you'd know.
Smiles, but Jesus gives you smiles, doesn't he?
Yep. But yeah. So as you saw there, was on our way there, and we thought we was going to be late because VIP goes in at 9 and GA goes in at 10. Me and David were VIP, but our nephew was GA, so he would have been waiting around for an hour. Luckily, we got there, I think it was just after, it was like 9:10, wasn't it? So it was just a little bit late.
It was at 9:30, but
was it?
I don't know what happened with the queues, right? But our nephew was GA.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he was meant to line up or not, but what
he was,
is basically asking people how we get, like, what way do we go in, because they've changed it this year. They put the queues different places and all that.
Yep.
But on the Saturday, we managed to just walk straight through, and I think it said GA is meant to go in at 10:30.
Yep.
Our nephew got in there an hour earlier, so that's amazing for him.
Yeah, he just walked in with us. Like, we went round
on Sunday, he had to line up till 10.
Yeah,
till 10:30.
But we went round the back and we asked where do we line up, and we saw like a huge queue, and that was GA's lining up. But they didn't question anything. Like, we just walked right through.
I just
with
walked
a
right
GA,
through.
And
there was no queue there. It's just like, don't know what happened there. No one stopped us, so fuck it. We got in early. But anyway, on the way there, as you saw, you noticed my beard's a bit thicker. I've like done fixing it up with it with makeup and stuff. So because obviously it didn't join like Jesus's did, doesn't really grow there much, and that so put a lot of makeup and just tried to make the cosplay as best as possible. It wasn't even the right outfit, but looking by video, it did look kind of good. I mean, I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't even going to go there as Jesus. I remember thinking to myself, it doesn't look that good. Like, I wasn't sure about it.
Your outfit, he didn't even have the proper correct stuff. Like the jacket Jesus has.
Nothing was right, basically.
Yeah,
nothing was screen accurate at all.
But when it was there, the cosplay was amazing. Like David got stopped. Like no joke, it was about 50 times he got stopped for a selfie.
And I did not expect that.
He didn't expect it at all, but it was amazing. So many people were just asking for selfies. It was brilliant.
It's kind of funny actually. Some people that I walked by, they were getting like legit freaked out. Because they thought I was Tom Payne.
Yeah, one girl was
I don't understand it. I don't think the costume was that good. I don't think I looked that much like the real Jesus, but some people did.
Yeah, I heard one girl say like, amazing. "Oh, I almost shit myself. I thought that was actually Jesus." Because when you're in the moment, I suppose you don't really think, "Oh, Tommy's not dressed as Jesus." You know,
you kind of think of them in their costume.
Yeah, you kind of think of the actors in their costume as their characters. So
there was a Daryl cosplayer that did that to me. Well, I didn't think it was Daryl, but. Like, it kind of freaks you out just a bit. It's like, whoa, fucking hell, he looks just like Norman as Daryl. There was a guy there who looked just like Norman too. Like, literally like Norman, wearing a hat and glasses. Insane.
Alright, so we just got off the train. We are literally here. We are finally fucking here. Look how lovely South Kensington is. It's beautiful. Look at these houses. See, this is the good part of England. This is the part of England that you should go. You see, the part we're from.
I've got a few strange looks about my bag on the train.
Yeah, people think you're you're out to get people for some reason.
I think someone just threw, that's unusual.
But yeah, look at this place, it's lovely, man. I'd love to live down this area. But yeah, this is England for everyone who's not in the UK. This is the good part of England. It's got the pass on and the jacket. Here we go. We're gonna see Jesus finally transform. Oh, another fun fact as well yesterday. Is that yesterday when you was in line,
it's not the same one, but
yesterday when you was in line, didn't someone say you actually look like Jesus? And you wasn't even dressed like this.
I got told that, yeah.
When we was in line to get our tickets, he was told. Right, let's go.
So at that point, we just got off the train. Straight down that road was the venue, like the actual venue for WSCLondon, and you can see how lovely that part of England looks. Like compared to where we live, where we live is absolute shit. Like that's like the nice part, the part you see in pictures and stuff, like the beautiful houses and all that. But yeah, it was kind of funny actually, because on the train everyone was just like looking at David at the corner of their eye, because he's obviously, you'd think, what the fuck is this guy dressed as? Like, that's not your everyday outfit, obviously. So people were giving him some strange looks, but we were just laughing off. It was quite funny.
It was funny. I was laughing on the train about it. It was just one of those things where I don't know. I've always been shy. I've never liked. There was a time when I just didn't even want to go out. Like I had social anxiety and all that.
Like David never used to like cameras on him, eyes on him, or anything like that. But it was like the complete opposite.
I did
this
have
weekend.
kind of a social phobia, like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, but that's
so
completely
for
changed.
2 years later, yeah, now it's just completely changed. But yeah, I mean, it was funny on the train like that, and on the way there, or even on the way back, fucking that was even more funny. I mean, when I got on the train on the way back, I walked through. And the shadow on the wall was just like, looked like Jesus. It was so funny. But yeah, amazing.
Finally, we're here. Finally. Look at this.
Oh, you got a picture?
It's the panels. We need to go and find the photo op queue so we know where we're going. All the guests over there.
Fucking roasted. The photo ops over there.
So apparently photo ops over here. We're gonna go on and up. We've got a Tom Payne photo op. What time you got the Tom Payne photo up?
1:30.
You got a 1:30?
About that.
Right, so me and David have got a Tom Payne photo up around 1:30.
I can't remember what one the Tom Payne one is, but the first one's at 1:30. I think it's Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Right, and then we got Jeffrey Dean Morgan, which is later on. I meet Jeffrey Dean Morgan twice today, which is good.
Then we got into the con, and it was so good being back there, because like it was all year round. We've been watching our old videos back from WSCLondon London 2016. We've been watching our videos back then, and we just like dying to go back there. So when we got there, it was like finally we're home. Like we're in a place where everyone loves what you love.
When I went in there, though, as you saw, when I was in there, I was a bit like, oh shit! Like it kind of hits you. You're in the room. I was already nervous there. You can just see it.
Yeah.
Well, throughout the day, I kind of loosened up like an hour after that. But when I got there, I was kind of like, holy shit! Like they're actors and actresses. They're in this hall.
Mm-hmm.
People are here that I know that I've not met yet as well. So it's like,
like
I was
friends
just
on
like
Twitter
looking
and
out
stuff
for
like that,
people,
yeah.
and I was just so alert. But I kind of loosened up throughout the day, and I'm guessing a lot of people were like that who got to the con. But yeah, I mean, we just had to watch that back so we could think so we can talk like on the video now. And it's so depressing watching it back. I want it back so bad.
Doing this video is making the post-con depression very, very real.
Look at that view. That is amazing.
We're home.
So big. We are finally home. That's huge. To be honest, it's actually quite less packed than it was last year.
It's more spaced out than last year.
Yeah, it is more spaced out.
It's like, it's bigger. The panel's bigger.
Yep.
Over there, that wasn't that big last
Let's get a shot of David. David, do the Jesus pose. There we go. That's perfect. You can see Kerry Payton there, actor who plays Ezekiel. It's so weird without seeing without his locks, without his luscious white locks.
But
there's a few others. Seth Gideon
David
there.
Morrissey.
Seth Gideon's there.
Yeah, meet
David
fans. Morrissey over there.
Yep. Lenny James ain't there yet. We're gonna go to that lane as fast as possible. I really want to meet Lenny James. Who else? Caitlin Laken's not there yet.
Go.
Ross Marquand's not there yet.
Who's at the back? Right at the back.
Governor.
What's that one?
The Governor, David Morrissey. And Lauren Common's line is ridiculous. Like, it goes, look how long that is. Like, that's not even funny. It goes all the way back. Like, we are not even going to get in that. It stops there. And she is all the way over there. Like, that's crazy.
Stupid.
Is she there? I think you can barely see her. But yeah.
I think she's there yet, I'm not sure.
Nope.
Well, there we have it. I done a pose on the balcony there. It was more spaced out than last year, as you heard us. It felt bigger.
It was bigger. They extended it. They
did
extended a
extend
good
the
part.
photo ops part is in a different place now. I mean, they opened
And they
up
extended
the
the
shutters
maze.
at the
There was like a walker maze as well. They put in a separate room, but
yeah.
you saw like David doing the Jesus pose there. Looked spot on. And it's just like a sea of heads when you look over that balcony. It's such an amazing view. We took so many pictures of that.
It's so depressing watching it back. It's so depressing. So as you see there, Lauren Cohen's line was huge. We did say in that video as well, Morgan said, we wanted to go to Lenny James's line as fast as possible. We didn't end up meeting him because what happened was we forgot he was only on the Saturday, which absolutely
depressing,
sucks.
man. I really wanted to meet him more
really,
than like most
really
people.
wish like I had looked more on my app when I was there and seen that he was there only on Saturday.
Because we totally forgot.
Yeah, I remember saying I want to meet him tomorrow. I want to meet him on
Yeah, but you
Sunday.
see all the actors there, and Lauren Cohen's line was ridiculous. Like, it went from one into the other. I think it was only like that on that Saturday morning, though, because she was in, like, high demand.
Yeah.
I didn't get to meet her, unfortunately. This lucky prick got to meet her and got a photo up of her. I was, like, so jealous. But she did walk past me. She walked right past me, and holy crap. It's just so surreal. Like, she walked right past me, and it's just like, that's Maggie. That's Lauren Cohen. It's amazing.
Wow, we have Gregory here. Zander, that's so cool. Hey. The way he just winked at you.
You got a wink.
That's so cool. That is amazing.
He lives with me, that's why. That's so cool.
He lives with you, of course he would.
At this point, we were shocked because it was early on in the morning, and he was the first person, like the first actor, to walk past us at that time, and get like, really close to us. And we was looking at vendors, like looking at all the stalls and stuff like that on all the merch next to us. So I turned around and I saw Zander Berkeley there, and I was like, wow. I just got my phone out, clicked record straight away, and he was nodding to like loads of fans and stuff. But he winked at David because he was just as Jesus. And that's something that was really cool about it. Because his cosplay was so good, not only did he stand out to people there, but he also stood out to actors as well. Like Josh McDermott said something to David as well, which we'll go into later on. But it's amazing. Like, he winked at David, walked right past him. It's very surreal when it actually happens.
Yeah, it is, because he just walked past, like, he just winks at you. He's like, hey.
It's just very shocking.
I just said, hey. And then... yeah, made a joke that of course he would wink at me. I lived with him at the Hilltop. So yeah, I mean, stuff like that. I'm still not over it. Like,
it's really cool. Yeah,
just
I'm glad,
crazy.
and it's so cool that we got it on camera. Next, we see Norman arrive, and everyone went crazy. Like, the whole fucking venue run towards that balcony and started lifting their hands up and stuff and waving their cameras around. It was crazy.
So Norman's just arrived. Everyone's going crazy. He is right there. Everyone is going crazy right now. Everyone's running towards him. That's the waving.
The power of Norman.
Yeah, it's the power of Readers. Let's get a bit closer. Just making everyone go crazy. The power of readers. What a legend. What a legend.
And it's quite cool because he did the exact same thing last year, and it's how we started off our last WSCLondon 2016 experience video with, which is pretty cool. So I'm glad we got that both times.
Alright, so we're currently in line with Reese and David to go and see Melissa Hutchinson, who is the voice actor of Clementine. And we're going to get a selfie. This fucker here basically got a VIP for free. Where's a thank you, huh?
Cheers.
There we go.
Oh, we met Melissa Hutchinson.
And it's quite funny. We didn't expect her line to be we didn't expect her to be in demand actually, but her line was actually always full, which was like, I didn't expect it.
She's the voice of Clementine.
Yeah,
like,
she's the voice of Clementine, but
well,
she's so cool to talk. She spends a good amount of time with you and stuff.
That is one of the first people I wanted to meet. When she got announced, I was so happy
Same,
because
yeah.
I've always wanted to meet her. She always seemed like a sweet woman. Like I just always wanted to meet her, talk to her. I always wanted to hear her do the voices.
And she did, yeah.
And she did it. And she actually did the voices. It just blew us away. I mean, she did.
Yeah, we didn't even ask her. She just done it.
Yeah, she did Clementine season 1 voice. Then she went on to season 2. Then went on to season 3. Like she went up and up and up. It just blew us away.
And I said to her, like, soon, eventually, because she's gonna get so older, you're not even gonna have to put on a voice anymore. Like, it's just gonna be your actual voice, and we'll joke around about that.
And she signed this for us. We picked this one because Clement season 3 is a badass. What it says here is David Morgan Reese. Reese is our nephew who is with us. It said, "It was awesome to meet you guys at WSCLondon. Keep Clem safe. Still not bitten." And then our signature.
Yeah.
Clem. I just love Clem. Basically,
Yeah, and then after this was the most amazing thing because David, like I said, David was just as Jesus, so he got a lot of recognition. She said, when you get she asked David if he was going to meet Tom, and she said, when you do, come back to me and show me the picture. So like David got a free invitation back to her booth,
and I still can't believe that.
Yep, and we have a video of that now, which we'll play.
And by the way, I just want to say before this video here was on the Sunday. I forgot to go back to her later on that day on the Saturday.
Yeah,
but
so
the next day I went to her, and they knew right away. Like the person who was with her knew. As soon as I went up to a volunteer to ask them, one of the people that was with her had said, "Oh, come over here. Don't worry, Melissa wants to see his photo op."
Yeah, so we basically got a free invitation. It was just so cool.
People in the queue must be like, for God's sake.
So now on to the guests we met. We met pretty much everyone. There was, I think, three people we didn't meet.
Well, there was a few. There was loads. We didn't meet Ross. We didn't meet.
Yeah, there was a good few we didn't meet, but we met most. We met the people we wanted to meet most, which is the main thing. So here you can see our photos with Alexandra Breckenridge. She is adorable. Like she pulls the dumbest faces when you take selfies with her. So
actually,
we had to go.
When we actually went up to her, like the first thing I said to her was, I was like, "Nice to meet you" and stuff. And I just said to her that I've seen your selfies. I just had to get some selfies of you. And she's like, "Oh, cool." And then she took the pictures of us. And then afterwards, I give her a hug. I think.
No, she said no. She actually said, "Thanks, I'm honoured." Actually.
Yeah, and actually, after every single time we met a cast member, I think I asked for a hug of every one of them.
Yeah, we got hugs off all of them, which is good. But she was lovely. She takes so many pictures, like putting stupid faces at the camera and stuff like that. She's a lovely person to meet.
Next we met Alana, who plays Tara. I absolutely love her. We met her last year, and when we spoke to her last year, she had said like all three of us looked like we were in a band, and Christian Seltos has said the same thing. This year when we met her, she was just like, wow. Like she said she loved my costume, and then she took the most funny, once again, pictures with us. And it's just cool to see, like 1 year ago we took the same pictures, and then 1 year later.
It's nice comparing them.
Yeah, it is nice comparing them. And yeah, it was just absolutely amazing. She looked so happy. It was
Yeah.
just one of those things. Like,
and I was actually carrying around Lucille actually at the time, and I didn't know where to put it because I was like, my hands were like full of merchandise, and we had nowhere else to carry it, so I was carrying it on me, so I had to put it on like her desk. And when she picked it up in the most hilarious way, because Lucille destroyed Glenn's head, and I actually mentioned that, and she laughed. But she's adorable. Like, I love meeting her. She's one of the best people to meet out of the whole cast. Like, she is so genuine. They all are, but she takes like the funniest selfies. She's lovely. Next up was Austin Emilio. Not too happy with this picture, to be honest. I mean, in terms of the way I look, anyway, I look like a fucking druggie for a start. But Austin was cool. Like, we went to his table and he was playing some like rock and roll music. He was playing some really cool
he had a
rock and roll
playlist on,
music.
right? And when we went up to him, he was like, "What's going on?" He gave me such a different vibe to Dwight in the TV series. Like, his whole voice is different. He just seems so down to earth, an amazing guy.
Said like David said to him, "Cool music."
Yeah, I
like,
said to him,
"Thanks,
"You're
man."
playing some cool music." He's like, "Thanks, man." After we met him and took the pictures, what I had said to him was, "You're smashing it as Dwight. You're doing an amazing job."
Yeah, and then he shook our hands. Yeah,
And then he's like, "Thank you very much. That means so much to me." And yeah, I gave him a hug. Then we left there.
Yeah, but we
once
did
again,
get
another
a
surreal moment.
yeah,
But
we did get an autograph from him as well, because he was doing a thing where you pay for an autograph and you get the selfie for free. So we got a Dwight autograph, which is really cool. Next we met Joshua McDermott, and if you've not seen him before, like his interviews and how he is, he would be like least on your list to want to meet, because you'd think Eugene and all that, you would associate him with Eugene, but he's the complete opposite of what Eugene's like. He's hilarious, such a great guy. He's so down to earth as well. He takes such hilarious selfies, and he genuinely loves all his fans. He used to like skipped his lunch and all that with Michael Cudlitz to make sure he meets fans. There was one point where was in his line, was like literally just about to meet him, but he had to go for follow-ups, and he's like, "I love all of you guys," and then he's like, "Wow, Jesus," once again pointed David out. But he's amazing. We finally met him, and as you can see here, like, the first pic looks kind of funny actually, because it wasn't intentional. Like, David fucking got in the way, so I wasn't even seeing it. You can just see me peeking round. But I'm just going to pretend and go with it and act like it was intentional, because it looks like I'm trying to pull a Eugene moment when he's watching Abraham and Rosita go at it. So, you know what? It just made it even better, to be honest. But he's a great guy. I love meeting him. Also, he photobombed our nephew's photo op with Tom Payne. And he was telling us how like some people get mad when he photobombs. And I'm thinking, I even said to him, how the hell would people get mad? Like, I would thank you if you'd done that. You're basically getting a photo with two people for the price of one. Like, I don't get how anyone can get mad at that.
And he did say some people are just like that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but that's so cool how you
it's so
photobombed
cool.
his...
Yeah, I mean, our nephew, you can see it here. He got one with Tom Payne and Josh McDermott, which is a very rare photo op.
Next up was Christian Seratos. Now, the thing with her is, so many people give her negative reviews and talk bad about her, and I really don't know why. Maybe it's they're taking stuff in the wrong way. That's personally what I think. They take things in the wrong way. But both times we've met her, she's been lovely. Like,
this time she was really nice.
She was really nice. Like, she said to David, first thing she said is, "You look just like Tom. Like, you have the same walk." Did she say you have the same walk as Tom?
Yeah, she said I have the same walk as Tom.
She mentioned
I don't know
your height
what that
as
means,
well.
but
she mentioned his height as well, saying
cool.
that he's the exact height of Tom.
I think it's because it's like all that clothing just drags you down. Like, it was weird because I was so hot in there. And that was during the end of the day. We met her on the Sunday, so like in them boots as well. It's kind of hard to walk with a jacket on, and I had a bag with so much stuff in it.
Yeah, and also I mentioned to her that we met her last year, and she compared us to the Beatles, because last year David wasn't in costume, and we all were dressed like, I guess we looked like we was in a band basically. That's what she said. Yeah, I reminded her of that, and she grabbed my jacket and she was like, "Is it because you was wearing this?" And I was like, "Yeah, most likely, because the stuff I wear is, I would say, it's quite unique, and it makes me look like I'm in a band, I guess." So I don't know what was up with that, but we got ourselves with her, and yeah, she was lovely. I don't get why people talk bad about her.
I congratulated her on her pregnancy.
Oh yeah, we done that as well.
The person she was with, I'm not sure who that was, if it was a manager or a boyfriend or whatever. But yeah, he was also going on about how my costume looked amazing.
Yeah.
Just meeting her was amazing. Like, I absolutely loved it.
Mm-hmm.
She was so nice. I said I'm so happy that I got to meet you and all that. She was just amazing.
Yeah.
Tried to say more than last year, because last year what happened was we met some of the cast, but like I was kind of so like
nervous.
I kind of froze when I met them. Like Chandler, I was gonna tell him
like you plan what you're gonna say, but then when it gets
I was gonna say to him like
stop.
how he does a great job of Carl, and I was gonna ask him a few quick questions. But when I got to him, he was just like, "Hey man, what's up?" And I was just like, I just didn't know what to say. I just didn't know what to say.
Yeah, it was just blank.
But this year, I actually just like
spoke to them.
Said what I wanted to say to most of them, and we appreciate them so much. So it was amazing. And she just seemed very happy. She's pregnant, obviously, which is great. Yeah, I love Christian Cerritos.
And the last person we met at the booth was Tom Payne. We got this on video, which I'm so happy about. Like, I'm going to cherish this moment forever. We got someone to record us actually meeting him. He signed David's pop figure, Jesus pop figure that we got, which is right here.
And
to sign
what it says on this is David and Morgan, Jesus loves you, and there's Tom Payne.
Yeah.
There. And I remember asking him.
He's so cool. Like, he actually, instead of just making it fast and everything, like, he wrote it so neat. I don't know if you can see that. Like,
I think that's just the way Tom writes. I mean.
Yeah, but I mean, you would expect him because he's going through so many people and he's like standing up for so long. Also, he was ill because he left, like, this was on the Sunday, the day before he left early.
I think he was ill. I got rumoured that he was.
He was, and
a bit sick.
Yeah, he was. But the fact that he was ill, and he had to meet so many people, I think he skipped lunch at one point as well. Just such a great guy.
Yeah, he was. The thing is, I asked him if it would like rub off on the video. You would see me asking him that. I asked like, would it?
Yeah, he said he signed loads of them.
But he's like, nah, it's fine. I've signed loads of these. So a lot of people, I think, have.
I also mentioned when I first went up to him, I said, "You're so small," and his reaction was he started laughing. He said, "I get that a lot," which I assume he does because like on TV you don't really notice it much, but in real life he's actually much smaller than you think. You see it in photos and stuff when he's standing next to other cast members.
And when we was in line going to meet him, that was I think one more person was in front of me. He was meeting some other people, and then he was looking around, like he was squinting around, and he saw me, and he was like,
"Yeah." He basically he raised his eyebrows and widened his eyes.
So he noticed the Jesus cosplayer there. It's just weird, like just when cast members, so cool, like they look at you and you're just like, "Oh shit!" Like you watch them every day, like in episodes. We analyze the episodes, review them and stuff. It's just crazy. But yeah, here's the video. Also, we got him to wave to our sister.
Yeah, I told him to wave to my sister.
Us. She wanted to be in line with us, but we couldn't have her in the line. They wouldn't allow it because she was a general admission. But
but I told him to wave at her.
Yeah, and he did,
and she got super happy.
He's doing that. I think it's like my sister.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
Probably do it now, wouldn't
Now on to photo ops. The first one I got was Jeffrey D. Morgan. Now, like I said earlier, he's the most genuine actor that you would ever meet. Like if you read some of the fan stories that people like about the experience, you wouldn't believe that he would do something like that because of how popular it is. It's just not something you'd think an actor like that would do. But I met him. Also, he walked straight past me. Like when he first came in, he walked straight past me. I got a picture of that, which I'll put here. Really, really surreal. I love Jeffrey D. Morgan. And then I met Tom Payne. And there you can see, like, he's like really small. He makes me look really tall. I'm not that tall, but like, it's just weird when you see it in real life. You realise how small he actually is.
Now we also have this one. Now we also have this one. This is
one of my
Norman
favourite pictures.
And Jeffrey duo, £200. I got it like months ago, and I thought, fuck it, why don't we all just jump in this one? When I went into this, actually, Norman had said to me, "Sup, Jesus," and Jeffrey, it was funny. He had said, "Wow, for a sec I thought you was Tom," and he started laughing. That made me. I was just like, "Holy shit, that is surreal." But you can see how tiny I am in this photo between them. It's like, damn, I'm small. Yeah, they're just absolutely great. Norman and Jeffrey, by the way, they were funny all weekend. I don't know, like anyone else at the con, you see them together, they were just like joking around and stuff. they make each other pretty damn happy.
They really are
It's
best friend
pretty cool.
goals. Yeah.
They are. It's like they are best friends. Yeah, that is surreal. Protect this at all costs. This was amazing. Now this one was late on in the day. I met Jeffrey D. Morgan. This was 7:30 at night. And
Yeah,
I'd
so
been
he must have
queuing
been
up
really
for
tired,
ages.
yeah.
Before this, I'd met Lauren Cohen, but was queuing up for just so long. Like, and that was 6:30. This was at 7:30, or probably later than that. It was at 10 to 8 at night. But what had happened is I'd gone into this photo op, and it was hilarious because he had said, "Oh, it's you again. I thought you was Tom. I was about to ask why you were still in your fucking costume." And everyone
those were his exact
started
words.
laughing, and he was just laughing. And then he done the pose with me. He took a while, like when he was saying that, and the whole time I was just thinking, "Holy shit!" Yeah, and once again they were saying no handshakes, no hugs, and he was still doing that with everyone. You could see there, he was just having fun. He was having as much fun as all of us, just making everyone happy. This was amazing. There, I tried to do the Jesus pose, but yeah, at the same time I was just like, "Holy shit, this is amazing!" And walking away from this, I was just like. Just
very surreal,
amazing.
yeah.
And here I also met Lauren Cohen with my friend Jem, who cosplayed as Laurie. She said we both looked great, so she knew who we were cosplaying as. This one, we was both waiting in line, just like
You're actually lucky.
the
you got
line
that,
was
actually,
getting
aren't you?
closer and closer, and we're just like, "Holy shit!" I
Yeah,
just can't
David's
believe it.
actually lucky he got that because it was his friend Jem who actually paid for it.
Yeah.
Well, no, they went halves, but she actually managed to get hold of it because Lauren
Yeah.
Cohen's photo op sold out like fucking
And
crazy.
I was like, "Oh damn!" And I got a message saying, "Do you want to go halves?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Holy shit, yeah, I will." So thank you for that once again. If you're watching this, this was just amazing. We were just both in line, like holy shit, like getting closer and closer. We could see her through the fucking curtain, and it was just like, oh. And
The only thing
you could
confused
tell
about-
there, I'm like sweating, like it was just so amazing.
What I'm
meeting
confused
her.
about in this picture is why Lauren Cohen's hair is long. Like I still don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I think she's wearing extensions here. Like I'm not
Yeah,
sure
but why?
Why? I don't. Someone said she was shooting something.
I thought, oh, is that the case?
Like she was shooting something. I'm not sure if it was an advert or whatever.
Maybe that's why she was last minute or something.
Maybe
yeah.
that's why she's got her extensions in and she was doing something along them lines.
Mhm.
And maybe that's why she was there quite late. I'm not sure. But yeah, met Lauren Cohen. Fuck you.
Lucky bastard.
Now I have this one. I've been waiting so long for this. This
Finally
one
met
here. Finally met Tom Payne. Always loved his work before The Walking Dead. Just always been a
Yeah.
fan of that actor. And for him to be cast as Jesus, I was like, holy shit. And then, I can't even talk about it now. This was just amazing. This is actually the picture I showed Melissa Hutchison, who voice actors Clementine, and she said it was actually funny. I should also, all I should have really had is the blue contacts
Yeah.
and stuff. And I said to her, next year I'll cosplay again, but I'll actually have my real hair. So, you know, because when I was wearing that, actually, the wig cap was actually hurting my ears. Like, it was lifting up, but I don't want to take it off because it would ruin it. And underneath the hat, the wig was kind of like flat. So I was like, I can't take the hat off. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, this is just surreal. Absolutely surreal. And I noticed something as well, like I didn't wear the right bandana that day. Well, both days. I was wearing the black one. Should have been wearing the white one. I was going to actually wear just the vest when he saved Glenn, when he had the black bandana over his face and no hat. But I just decided to go in once again on the Sunday with the full costume.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
all these photo ops are amazing.
Absolutely
We're going to
amazing.
make sure we frame all of them and stick them on our wall.
What a guy.
Now on to other people we met. We actually managed to meet Hannah, Ivy and Kate who do live reactions. You obviously know who they are by now. Kate is just as funny in real life as she is in videos.
Yeah.
Hannah's
Both
lovely
are.
as well. They're both
amazing,
lovely people.
yeah.
We got a picture as well. I look fucking stoned. I'm literally there posing like I'm at a funeral and my eyes are half shut. So let's just fuck it, roast me in the comments if you want. But yeah, we managed to hang out with them quite a lot. Great people. And when Kate actually first came up to me, I was just like in a daze because I'd just got coffee and we was about to walk around. But she came up to me and she poked my back, and I turned around and I was just staring at her for like 5 seconds because I didn't know who she was. Number one, I expect her to still have pink hair, and number two, I just expect her to be taller as well. I don't know why, I just did, but I was staring at her for like 5 seconds just with a vacant expression on my face, and she was like, "It's me." But yeah, it took me like 5 seconds to realise who she was. I was just like in a daze. I was enjoying that coffee way too much because it was the first coffee I had. But yeah, it was great meeting with her. We chilled with her for a good amount of the weekend. We can't wait to do the exact same next year.
I do wish we spent more time though. Like
Yeah, I wish we spent more. Yeah,
the weekend went way too fast.
They're
We
great
did
people.
spend more time with Kate on the Sunday. I mean, we was looking at tattoos. I mean, I'm pretty sure Kate was also going to get a Lucille tattoo as well. I was going to get it. I didn't end up getting it. I was like on the fence about it. Kind of wish I did now because it was pretty damn cheap to get that Lucille tattoo and it would look really cool. But yeah, I mean, I wish we took more selfies with each other and stuff. But the good thing is, like, we did talk a lot.
And I almost hit her on the head with Lucille as well because she kept running her mouth.
They went back and forth, Morgan and Kate.
Okay,
but yeah, I mean, just meeting all these people was amazing. We also met someone who watched our videos, Gareth.
Yeah, I was sitting down having a sandwich actually. I just finished eating, and he came up to us and he's like, "Are you guys DiscussTheDead?" And we was like, in my head I was thinking, wow, it's like we actually got noticed by someone who watches our videos. Like, we don't have a lot of subscribers. We're not big by any means.
No.
So the fact that someone actually noticed us and got a selfie with us, which we'll put here, really, really, really cool guy.
Yeah, and he's gonna be doing YouTube videos soon, sometime.
Yeah.
Probably reaction videos as well. So he also met Kate and all that.
Yeah. So shout out to Gareth.
Shout out to Gareth,
Legend.
who watches our videos. Just love everyone who watches us. I mean, and puts comments, likes, and all that.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Like, he actually got a selfie with us. It's a really, really cool experience. So we'll end this video now because I'm pretty sure this video is really fucking long. But we wanted to get literally our full experience out in a video. If you're thinking of going to a WSCLondon, you're not like sure about it, you can have fun with general admission. Like last year we had general admission. You can have just as much fun as VIPs.
We'll do a separate video talking about WSCLondon on our experience. Like,
yeah, give our advice on it. Basically, we'll save that for another video. But if you are thinking about going to one, do not let it cross your mind. If you have the money, definitely go. It's an experience
it's worth every bit. I saved up since September. I think that when I got
it's an experience that you can't describe. Basically,
yeah. When I got my job in September, I thought I'm going to save up for WSCLondon now, properly. And that was only in September, all the way until March, and I spent a lot. The 2 days, I think I spent well over £500, and that's that's without the pass, which is £200. That's without the Norman duo photo op with Jeffrey. The photo ops as well. That was £200 too. And the rest of the photo ops, Tom Payne's was like 50. Like, I spent
so
nearly a grand overall.
It is quite costly, but like if you have the money, then spend it. It's not a problem.
But I don't regret it at all. I mean, you're going to spend a lot when you're there. It is expensive, but you're going to have the most fun time
of your life.
Yeah, you're going to have the time of your life. It was probably one of the best weekends of my life.
But that's about it for this video. Yep. Not sure how long it is. I think it is pretty fucking long. But if you managed to stay through all of it, tell us your experience in the comments as well if you went there. Yeah, and that's about it. I'm not going to drag this video out. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Leave it a like, share it around. And as always, cheers for watching.